Hi friends, welcome back. So in this video, I'll be discussing about retail banking requirements, or you can also call it as a retail banking user stories or high-level test scenarios which we can cover for this retail banking requirements. So let us proceed further to understand what are the various requirements available and what are the various test scenarios which we can write to test this retail banking. The first one is the user registration. Normally, if you go to any banking website or mobile app, after receiving your debit card or credit card, there you should self-register yourself and you have to activate your account in order to log into your website or a mobile app. In order to do that, so you'll have to enter certain details like what is your account type and what is your 16-digit ATM or debit card number, your CVV number, your date of birth. Once you enter all these numbers, and it will send you an OTP. After entering OTP, then you can choose any user ID and password. Then you can enter your debit PIN. Then your bank account number will get activated online. Once you are able to activate your account number online, you can do any operation. This is another way of registration of a customer by doing by the bank administrator directly. Once he is able to register directly himself, then if you have username and password, then directly you can log into the website or a mobile app. After user registration, we may have forgot password or forgotten user ID and so on. These are the normal scenarios which we can cover as part of the user registration. Then after we log in after registration, then we may get something like this, where we will have an account summary page will be there, where it will be listed all different types of accounts within that home page. It could be your banking account, credit card account, or investment account, personal loan account, home loan account, or an insurance account. Whatever the different types of account have, that will get displayed on this account summary page, which consisting of balance summary, and it may have various assets and liability information also will be there. And by clicking on every savings account or investment account or credit card account, it can display more details about that account by hiding and showing the account. And also selecting that account details, you can get more details about that savings account or investment account or a credit card account. That is the requirement of account summary. And we have a fund transfer. There is a fund transfer functionality is also there in the bank application. Fund transfer can happen within the same bank, and fund transfer can happen with a different bank account, as well as the fund transfer can happen international transfer as well. For that, first we should do is you should be able to add the new payee. The add new payee can be within the same bank, other banks, or international banks. You can add the new payee details. You can add new payee by providing all the different information like account name, IFSC code, bank name, and beneficiary type, nationality, card type, and the card number, confirmation card number, and nickname. After providing all this information, you can add the payee. In the similar way, you can update, or you can completely remove or delete the whatever the payee we have added into this banking application. There is also a mechanism of transferring the funds in a one-time standing order, or a standing instruction, or a recurring payment. Also, you should be able to have a mechanism of transferring the money from your debit card to your credit card bill payment, or debit card to another debit card, and so on. Also, there is a mechanism of having complete history of what are the various fund transfers happened from your account to another account. All the completely history you should be able to visualize in the fund transfer section. And also we have another section about requirement is customer service request, where I can raise a service request for, ordering a checkbook for 10 slips, 20 checkbook slips, 50, 100 slips. And also I should be able to raise the stop check request as well by providing the check slips number, and also be able to apply for debit card I should be able to apply for credit card, and also I should be able to get a account statement in a printed manner to your home, or I should be able to raise a change request for your PIN, or I should be able to raise a request for mobile banking PIN, debit card PIN, and so on. Also, I should be able to raise a request or raise a grievance for credit card transaction and any other service request. These are certain examples. Similarly, based on a particular bank, there are various additional service requests also might be there. These are at least core functional service requests which we can raise in any basic bank application. And also there is also an enquiry section will be there, where I should be able to inquire about the check status based on the check number, or after stopping a check, what is the progress, or what is the currency exchange rate in a given day. All those things we can talk in the inquiry section. And also there is one more requirement will be there in any bank application is bill payment. The bill payment option is where I should be able to, by using this feature, I should be able to pay the mobile bills, prepaid or postpaid, or I should be able to book a movie ticket as well. I should be able to book a bus ticket based on the various billing system is there in that banking application. You can use all these different bill payment options. I should be able to pay the bills as well. And for administration perspective, all the bills, different bills after registration, consecutive months, all the bills should be presented in the same bank application, where I should be able to pay the bills afterwards. I should be able to register a new bill in a given application. Could also have a mechanism of all the history of bill payments you have made in that bank application. And the next section you will have is credit card operation. This is also a core functionality in any bank application, because debit and credit card functionality will come together in any bank application. When you have a credit card, then this functionality, it will get added into your bank application. When you have a credit card, you can do all these things. You should be able to apply for a debit card or a credit card, or you should be able to change the account. You should be able to block or unblock the card. You should be able to view the statement of the card, or you should be able to transfer the funds from one card to another, or one type of card to another card. You should be able to visualize, or you should be able to view the history of applying the various cards, and also you should be able to view the outstanding balances or repayment status about that card, and even you should be able to see any loans you have taken in that credit card. All those information also you should be able to see, and as well as the next payment due date, and what are the different standing instructions available. All these features which normally available in credit card functionality, where you should be able to test and certify as part of the credit card functionality. The next one is we will also have a loans. Again, loans will have different types of loans: personal loan, home loan, car loan, bike loan, and so on. What kind of loans you have appropriately, those functionality will get enabled, and you should be able to visualize all the different loan information. It could be outstanding, or it could be about the loan statement or next bill date, and so on. Every information regarding that loan we should be able to visualize in the bank application. The next one is the security aspect. Whenever we have a login these days, normally every banking application will have a virtual keyboard rather than entering using the physical keyboard. They should provide a virtual keyboard options as well for entering the password, so that it can safeguard from hacking. Because if someone has installed keyboard stroker, then they can copy all those keyboard strokes, and they can know what passwords we have entered into this bank application. Because of that, they should have a mechanism of virtual keyboards as well, and also you should have a mechanism of security images and audio messages for login functionality, and also OTP mechanism also should be there whenever we are trying to log in into the banking application. Next feature is updation of profile information, where I should be able to, in the profile information, I should be able to change the PIN or password. I should be able to set or reset security questions and answer. and I should be able to get an additional OTP for any operation whenever I try to update the profile information. And also there are additional security features also should be there in any retail banking. Basic minimum is username and password should be there for accessing the internet banking, and also there is a mechanism of blocking and unblocking of internet banking after trying 2 or 3 times by entering invalid PIN or incorrect password. Then it should block automatically. And also there is a mechanism of session timeout also should be there after a certain time based on the configuration. Let's say after if you are not after 5 minutes, if you are not used the banking application, then it should session out. Even sometime it should pop up saying that can I continue the session or I should expire the session. There is also a mechanism of end-to-end encryption mechanism should be there in any banking application to transfer the data from one place to another place. Minimum 2-factor authentication should also be there, like OTP. Even certain places you can use even RSA tokens and even passwords as well. Your bank application should have a mechanism of audit trails, logging features from web server, application server and database server. I should be able to get as much as information from this logging features as well. Bank application I should also have information like map of branches. Let's say if I have 100 branches, based on the branch which I select, I should be able to view the map using the Google Maps, and I should be able to view the ATM location, cash and kiosk. And apart from this core banking functionality, there is also a additional support should provide by the bank application. Also there is a certain integration should also happen with the third-party applications as well, like payment gateways or credit card transactions or merchant transactions. And also there is a mechanism of HTTP and HTTPS protocols to be used. Even it should support multi-currencies, like different countries will have different currencies, like US is having dollars, UK is having pounds, India is having rupees. Different countries will have different currencies based on the country location. Then appropriately the application should behave in a different currencies. And also support of multi languages. It could be English, local languages in India, Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Malayali, and so on. And also there is a mechanism of integration between the DBMS and different hardwares for a given application. Also there is a mechanism of replication of data at our backup site for disaster recovery, because this is very crucial, and your application should be able to configure for a disaster recovery mechanism as well. The bank mobile app should be able to support different operating systems like iOS, Android, Windows and so on, and they should be able to download from the various different app sites as well, like Google Play Store, iOS Store and so on. And any mobile application or website should be able to support different kinds of mobile handsets and different types of mobile configuration in order to certify this banking application. These are some of the key critical bank requirements which we would be required to test as part of any banking application, especially retail banking perspective. And also we should be able to write very high level test scenarios by considering these requirements. Even the requirements further broke down with the different screens, different information, we can further write up detailed test cases as well. I will be covering those detailed test cases in the coming videos. Until then, bye for now, take care.